Hey, we're live from Puerto Vallarta. What? I don't know. No one's here yet. I'm gonna put on my shades then. So here I am once again. I'll just, before I start talking, I'll see if anyone shows up. And see. Hi, one person has arrived. I'm just gonna wait a couple seconds. Sorry. I gotta admit, I'm freaking exhausted. I'm exhausted. All this crazy. Basically, ever since things went funky on Sunday, it's been non-stop communication with people here. Friends of mine that have moved here permanently, friends that have been here on vacation. So don't mind the extra low energy because I'm freaking exhausted. But yeah, and then for people back home, and then all you cats, all the people on YouTube that we're all rallying, we're all together working this out, right? Yes or yes? Anywho, I just thought I'd come on. I said I would do a follow-up live yesterday. I just did not have time. I was down I did a walkabout. If you didn't see, I put a video out yesterday. So there's a brand new video I think it was out at about 3 or 4 or 5 or something like that. And, excuse me, I'm so freaking tired. It'll show you, if you haven't seen it, the real state of affairs in general here in the city of Puerto Vallarta and how everything is practically back to normal after 2 short days. The beaches were freaking swamped, restaurants. I went down to the Mercado. If you didn't see the video, I was at the big open air market in the back 60 of the Romantic Zone. It was full of people buying groceries, and the market had tons and tons of fresh food. My local colonial, or my local corner store, at least I saw one of them. I don't think they've got refilled, unfortunately. So if you happen to be in town, you need veggies and stuff, go to the big market, because I guess they got filled up first. So the food's arriving, but it's the biggest corner store at the bottom of my street. I'm so sorry. I'm so freaking tired today. The shelves are almost empty, which sucks for them because they're not making any money right now. Hello from Sonora, California. Yay! Hello. I know. Oh, you're just waiting to take off. Which way? Well, safe travels. Please give your personal opinion from news coverage versus what you personally saw with your eyes. What? Are you joking? Okay, I don't agree. You already said that in the last video. Do you have any proof of that? An AI image, maybe? Anyway, I did a walkabout yesterday. If you haven't seen the video, you can see what it was actually like down on the ground, real live human being eyeballs watching the scene. So that was the truth. And like not all the other stuff that you're talking about. Anyway, buenos dias from Portland. Hello. How's the weather in Portland today? Raining? Yeah, so I thought I'd just check in. As you can see behind me, everything's groovy. Everything's nice and quiet. I mean, there's still very little activity on the water, which I guess that means there's less business. But yeah, the red, what is it called? Red alert has been lifted. Everyone's allowed to do whatever they can leave their houses safely, apparently. And like I said, when I went out yesterday, it was completely swamped. Um, and everyone's just going with their lives. And most people's opinions seem to be that it's time to move on. Hola from New Hampshire. Hello. Hola. Muy frío. Well, come on down, Karen. Hey, from Michigan. I would feel safe going down there. Good. I mean, I know it's yeah, it looks great, right? Look at that. What's the matter for you? Why do you feel so bad? Yeah, it's back in biz. I don't know what really else to say. I said I would come on last night and give you an update, but my video does a good job at showing you what the atmosphere is like here. It literally felt just like any other day, essentially. I mean, you see this and that. There's like in the video, you'll also see they haven't cleaned up some of the cars that were set fire. And there's buildings that were torched. Most of them were those OXXO corner stores. And I don't know the full story behind that, but why that happened to those specific stores. And then other thing that was set afire was the pharmacy at Guadalajara, which is it is the biggest pharmacy in the heart of Vallarta in the romantic zone. So that's gone. Hey, from St. Louis. Wow, the scenery is beautiful. I know. I'm in black right now because it's actually cold if you're not in a sunbeam. But yeah, so it's been a long few days. I'm freaking exhausted because I've just been nonstop communication. We're all keeping track of everyone, and I'm trying to get you all and I give you an idea of what it's like here, because tons of people have reached out and said, shit, I'm supposed to come down there in a week or tomorrow or for a bachelorette party in 2 weeks or whatever. So I'm going to go out again today, and I'll probably do pretty much the same thing and just keep checking in on if you haven't subscribed, do so if you like what I'm doing. And I'm here keeping you in the loop if you're interested about the city, if you happen to be coming down, or you know someone coming down, or you know someone who's here, or whatever. You want to know what's actually going on here because you love Mexico or Vallarta or whatever the hell it is. So yeah, it really helps if you subscribe. So thank you for doing so if you have. And I'm going to just keep on this. Originally, my name's Audra Ricketts. I'm from Victoria, BC, Canada originally. I came here because my marriage fell apart, and I've been living here full time, even through the summer, except for a little break here and there to get to get away from sweating a couple of weeks a year. But I'm here full time. I've been coming here since I was 18 years old. I lived here for 6 months when I was 21. And I've been back several times, and now I've been here 4 years straight, and I've never seen anything like what happened. And I literally, if you look at my video from yesterday, I interview one of the information tourist guys. He's in a kiosk, then he's selling tours and stuff. And he's 60 years old. He's been here his entire life. He's never seen anything like this. Everyone says the same thing. It was a one-offy kind of thing. Please, I hope. And I think when you live down here, you come here regularly, and many people do. Like many, 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 many tourists and gringos and whatever, they've literally been coming for 30 years or 20 years or 15 years or years. So once you know and feel Mexico and get to know the culture and the vibe around here, you kind of understand what happened a little bit more. I don't know why, but because I've been here 4 years straight, I'm more like savvy to that scene, not that scene, but you know what I mean. Like you become integrated into the society and community, and it's maybe less shocking to me because I've heard stories and blah blah blah. Anyway, so that's just my two little bits, and what the hell else was I saying? Yeah, I wanted to thank everyone for showing up here and all your amazing positive feedback and constructive feedback. Shorty, what are you doing? My dog was like reenacting something. But yeah, I really want to thank you for subscribing and liking and sharing, and for not being abusive and fucking negative and toxic with your comments. I appreciate all the constructive and positive and informative feedback, and for you being here. And I hope I'm helping. If I am, awesome. I'm going to just continue doing this. Oh yeah, the whole point was I wanted to have a travel show for my entire life since I was a little girl. So when I came here, I started this YouTube channel. If you're new to me and you haven't seen any of my other stuff, because I've spent 3 years shooting like adventures in Puerto Vallarta, and that's usually what I'm doing. But what's happening now is I'm covering this crazy scene, which I'm happy to do, and I love this city, and I'm happy to help. And I mean, I my content generally is about real shit, like not a gloss, like it's not artificial. It's like an authentic taste of what it's like to come here. The holes in the sidewalks, the trash, the freaking gorgeous sunsets, everything. I want to show the truth, the real authentic life. And that's why my original name was Naked Jaguar Tours. I think it was causing a problem with the algorithm. It's supposed to be, it's an inside joke that backfired on me probably, but now it's sort of called Real Life Puerto Vallarta. But that's usually what I'm doing. But from now on, for now, while this stuff is going on, I want to provide some real life footage and information for you guys. I'm no professional. My background is in art. I was a painter, actor, an illustrator, and now I'm a videographer, editor, a YouTube person. So, I'm just doing what I can. All right. And I love dogs, and that's that. Thanks. What are we doing? The pups are great. They're right here sleeping in the sunbeam. Isn't it beautiful? I know. I'm totally spoiled. I have 3 floors of this view. And the topmost one where I did my live yesterday, you can see the entire Banderas Bay. Here, this condo cuts off the Los Arcos, the beautiful islands that have caves and stuff. Your videos have been great. We appreciate heading back to PV next month. Awesome! Oh yeah, awesome. Well, email me. I forgot to put my email below, but my email, I'll try to put it below. It's NEWAUDRA, AUDRA, NEWAUDRA@yahoo.com, and email me if you want to set something up, because I'd have to. Rick is really, really swamped, so I'd have to get in touch with him. But there's other options if you want boats and stuff. But he's a character, and his boat was awesome. He also has 2 or 3 other boats that are smaller if you have a smaller crew. So get in touch and we'll talk about it. All right. Yeah, that was a fun trip. It was freaking long, but it was fun. Captain Rick. He talks like this. Come on. Puerto Vallarta kicks ass. No way, I work in film in LA. Let's make a travel show. Get the hell down here, Sunset Beach. That's what the whole point was, to do a travel show, like world travel, not just Puerto Vallarta. And I would just love to do, going completely off topic, just Mexico, but maybe not right now. Anyway, let's move on. lots of people have just been fear mongering and made up bullshit. People are so freaking crazy. I love your spirit. Thank you. I appreciate that. Um, yeah, all I can do is show you what I see right in front of my eyes. And if you look at my last video, because I put one out last night at the end of the day at like 4 or 5 o'clock, it shows that it's like business is, it's life is back to normal essentially overall, So I'm going to do another walkabout. So anyway, today, and then we'll see if anything has changed. And what can I say? What else is going on? PV Fox. Thanks, Phil. I like real. Like, why can't we just be fucking real for once? Like, everything online, so much of it is this freaking superficial horseshit. And it's just like, it's a waste of freaking time. I'll give Shirley and Smiley a big hug. Smiley, come here. She's napping, sorry. And Shirley went back to bed. They're very tired. We've been on the road. We've been on the streets working for you guys. So that's about it. I don't know if you have any questions. Oh, thank you. Thanks for the tippo. If anyone has any questions, or here's something I wanted to ask. If you had anything specific you wanted me to go and walk around and look at, if you're curious, or any questions about anything in general, I could try to do. If you had a request for a certain area or something, I could go for a little wander around there. I think I might just talk to more people and just get a take and feel for the climate in the neighborhood. I tried to talk to a couple Mexican locals, and I think it's, for one, that was yesterday. They know a lot more than us gringo types, and I don't think they want to be on camera, and I don't think they want to stick their neck out and and that's why I don't even like I always say, I don't say the particular words, because I get it, I hopefully I'm not really sticking my neck out too much, because I'm just showing you what it looks like here right now, you know what I mean? So I'm not particularly political or anything. I'm just a chick walking around. The smoke is all gone, dude, and it has been for 3 days now. Yeah, I'm gonna try to talk to more, but like I talked in my last video, the guy that sells tours at the info booth, he talked about it, but I mean, I tried to talk to my friend who's a jeweler here, and she's like, I don't want to, because I mean, it's real. There's real shit that can happen, so it makes sense to not get involved sometimes. So I understand that. But yeah, it was really bad when everything was on fire. Yes, it was. I had a headache for 2 full days. I still feel probably groggy because I was out and doing lives on my deck for like the entire day, and I was like not even thinking really. I mean, it was awful, and then it came in waves, so it's gross. But there's nothing now. Look at look at my view. Does it look like? Yeah, it's totally clear. Yeah, it's gorgeous. Did I walk? Go check out my videos and you'll see. I'm walking. Look at these legs. What? I do like a trillion stairs every day, and I walk endlessly around. That's what's so beautiful about this city, and that's what a lot of people love about it, is you can walk in the center, like here, the main chunk of PV. You can walk to everything. You don't need a car. I have a bike that I never use, and I mean, it's cobblestone streets and hills, so it's fun to do the Malecon on a bicycle to me, but otherwise, it's a walking town, which is nice because if you've haven't been to like I've been to Playa del Carmen and stuff, and to me it's like you are forced to have a vehicle to get to the best spots. So you're like it's like being in LA. So you're like driving down big, busy, scary Mexican freeways to get to a super awesome beach. Here, you can walk there to most places. So there's that. But when I was in Cabo, I used to go to Los Cabos a lot, and we bought bicycles. So we would bike and bus. We would combo it, bike as much as we could, and then tie them up, and then catch a bus to the nice beaches. Just saying, this is less about the chaos, but I do have a wonderful view. Isn't it amazing? Look, that is Banderas Bay. The whales from up north, BC and Alaska, they come down here and give birth to their babies, and some are still here, but they're starting to head back up north and migrate back. Excuse me. But yeah, you can see humpback whales mostly in the bay behind me, and it's a spectacular place, right? And there's the church. You can see the crown back there. That's the Church of Guadalupe. If you got some repenting to do, you can go there. Okay. Yeah, I'll try to talk to some locals and see what they say. I don't know if they want to talk, though, or be on camera. My best friend works at Dolce Vita. They don't like... Yeah. Thank you. Grateful always. That's a great handle. Love it. Yeah. You want to know how old I am? What do you think of Acapulco as a big... I've never ever... Well, I've been through there like in 92. I drove through it. So I know nothing. I know it got slammed by the one of the last hurricanes. It got pummeled like bad. As far as I know. I'm sorry, I'm going to try to keep my shades off. And it was devastated as far as I know. I don't know what the current situation is. That was a while ago, so it's probably back in business. A lot of the people that work there came up to Vallarta because they lost their jobs and stuff. So I don't actually know. I'm guessing by now it's back in biz, but you'd have to do your research, and I know nothing about it. Cost of living, it's totally varies. It depends on, I know that's like a really practical, awesome question, and I should frickin' have a really straightforward answer. You can literally find a place, I would say monthly rents are around, let's say if you're lucky, 500 US, and they go all the way up to like 2,000 US for a really nice spot. You can eat, if you're cooking for yourself, it's super cheap, I would say. Like the meat and produce and most stuff is really affordable. If you're going to go to nice restaurants and stuff, it's almost, to me, this isn't the cost of living, but like you're going to be spending almost the same as in Canada. At nice places, they're pretty expensive to me. And then, but if you want to eat cheap on the street at the food trucks and stuff, or at Mexican restaurants and stuff, it can be really, really, really cheap. Buses are like 10 pesos. It's almost nothing, 50 cents or something like that. There's ways to live here really, really cheap. I'm super freaking blessed because my friends, I live in one of their houses. And so that's my reality, but I barely have any money, so that's unfortunately, it's good for me. But I do my part. I do what I can. And what else? Give me specifics. But yeah, that's price range for rentals if you're going to live here full time. Like I know someone, I just helped her find an apartment, and an acquaintance of mine, and it was 600 US, I believe, and then per month. But I know people that have ones for like 1,200, 1,400. It totally depends on what you're looking for. But I think you can live for it's cheaper than the US and Canada. Absolutely. And like I said, you could live. I wish I had a really definitive answer to that, but you can live super cheap here if you want to, or you can live really extravagantly. Does that help at all? Do you get cruise ships around there? Yeah, tons. If Neil was here, he would say I think there were like 70 in 1 month or something like that. Is there today? Yesterday, one came in. I think it was yesterday. You could see it coming in, and it turned around and left. So I wonder why. Yeah, there's tons of cruise ships. Usually, from what I know, because I'm not in the loop in a lot of things with a lot of things, but I think Tuesdays and Wednesdays the cruise ships let off all the tourists, and it's like all of a sudden Vallarta is freaking swamped with tourists, and then you're like, what the hell? Like the church will be like, just you can't walk around, it's like completely packed, and there's Malecon down below, the walkway in front of the water, it's completely swamped, and then like bammo, they're back on their boat and they take off and go up to Mazatlan or whatever. So yeah, we get tons and tons of cruise ships here. Thank you, Troy. Thank you. I'm going to go out again today and try to shoot something else and try to get people's take on their experience of the city and what happened and going forward and stuff like that. Sorry, I'm freaking blind. I heard that Bucerias wasn't really. I think stuff happened on the highway because the highway cuts through Bucerias, the main drag heading north. So like the waters, yeah. So apparently, a couple of people I know that are like live there full time, like almost nothing happened. Like I don't think anything happened inside. I think there may have been some stuff on the highway, around on the highway. Yeah. And as far as Nuevo, I don't know an answer. I don't have an answer to that, but I have friends that live in Marina, which is partway to Nuevo, and they got way less, but they saw a couple burnt out cars. But they live in this like fancy condo complex, and like that day during the chaos, it wasn't even that chaotic. It's just we were inside with cars burning. Okay, it was scary and chaotic. It's true. But people were like at the pool and drinking cocktails. It's Mexico. I don't know what to say. I haven't heard a single thing about Nuevo. That's a really good question. I'll have to like inquire. Yeah, boiling frogs. Get your ass over to the church. Enjoying your channel. We'll be down there in March for 4 weeks, staying at the marina. Yeah, do it. That's awesome. You'll probably won't. Well, I don't know how long it'll take for them to like, what the hell will happen with all the Oxos that got torched? Because that's the part where you're like, holy crap, like if you see my video from yesterday, by the way, I'm rambling, but you can see the state of the Guadalajara pharmacy that was burnt. It's the shell is there, but the interior, like the roof caved in, and it's a freaking mess. So I don't know how long or what the process will be for that, but most of it is completely intact. I thought it'd be way worse. It was very strategic and controlled and well choreographed, gotta say. Like, it's crazy. So overall, it's not like a whole bunch of the city burnt down. It's just pieces, little bits here and there. Thanks for enjoying my channel. And by the way, if you haven't subscribed, please do so if you dig what I'm doing. It makes a difference. And I'm going to try to be here for you cats if you're curious about the city. I already said this earlier, but I'm saying it again. But I'm going to try to keep you in the loop if you are planning on coming here. I'll try to show you the truth. And that's my superpower in general, is authentic, true sharing. So if you want to see what it's actually like and not the fake garbage on television, because I hear it's really bad, and I don't even want to say, but yeah, I'm trying to show what it's actually like. And I'm new to this too. I didn't know what to expect. And then I went down there yesterday and everyone's drinking Mai Tais and having a blast on the beach. So but business is back in, everything's back in business. And I heard all the schools are open again. Most of the buses are running and the flights are going in and out. And I think it was a one-off thing. I'm not a freaking professional. I'm an artist from Canada. Okay, so go easy on me, please. You're welcome. I think it is because of it's the proximity as something. You grew up in Mexico? Yeah, I don't know. I think so for a lot of people because, like, my dad owned a place in Costa Rica, and they changed the flights and stuff after the apocalypse hit, and it was taking them 1 or 2 entire days to get to and fro, and it just was a really exhausting and a waste of time. So they sold their place there, and now they're coming to Puerto Vallarta to visit me all the time. So, damn it, I look tired, and I am tired. But I think it's close to home if you have grandchildren back home. It's from Vancouver, where I live, is a 4.5 hour flight usually. It's really quick flights. You can get here and get on the beach the same day you fly in from home. If you need to get home for emergencies, which just happened, my friend's dad was here and he got sick. He's 85. We were in the hospital here and they're like, fly him home. So they flew him home the next morning, to California. And yeah, I definitely think it's that. And it's because it's a beautiful freaking country with a beautiful culture, amazing food, amazing people, beautiful flowers everywhere. Like, look at this. Look at those flowers. Come on. Just come for those. And all the electrical lines. But yeah, I mean, there's a million reasons why people go to Mexico. It's a beautiful, beautiful place. So that's why I would say. Whoa, what else? 18. Oh, Neil is here. That's Neil, who was in my video from 2 videos back. 18 to 26 cruise ships per month. Oh, wow, I'm missing everything. Okay. What camera are you using? I'm using an iPhone 15 Pro. This. Bingo. It has 3 lenses. There's a telephoto lens, and it's. I think the 14 is basically considered just as excellent for the camera for video work and stuff, and it's kicking ass for me. So I think it looks good, and overall, even the mic. I have like little lapel lavaliers or whatever they're called mics, and I haven't even learned how to use them. I'm so technologically not good. This is the web camera. Sorry, this is on my laptop. I have an Apple laptop. It's called MacBook Pro. That's what I'm using right now. So if it looks like shit, I'm sorry. It probably needs to be dusted off a bit. The art walks on Wednesday nights, I believe, every Wednesday. The best, to me, one of the best. Okay, if you go down to the corner or Cafe Artes, what's it called, that restaurant? Find the, now I'm forgetting all the names of the galleries. Corsica. If you find the intersection where Corsica is and you go on the art walk, that's where some of the top galleries are, all the way around there. Just down from there, I don't even know the name of the gallery. My favorite local artist, is Brewster Brockman. He's freaking the real deal. And I studied art, and I know how to see what's good. And this guy is the real deal. He's an incredible painter and sculptor. He forges his own clay down south here, in Boca, and makes these incredible sculptures that are just like masterpieces. And I'm not exaggerating. He used to have his own gallery, but I think now he moved it down to near Corsica Gallery. But if you look up his name, sorry, it's too friggin' bright. Brewster Brockman. Wherever he's at, that's my favorite gallery. But I also love Pacifico. My friend Gary, it was like the second gallery ever created in Puerto Vallarta. It's been there forever. And Uno Gallery, I think Galleria Uno is the very first gallery that started here. So it's been here for ages. And it's been moved on to Juarez Street. They have a great collection there too. But there's lots of art all over the place. Do the walk if you come here on Wednesday nights. They have a little pamphlet-y thing that shows like the routes and where all the galleries are and stuff. But it's fun. You just start wandering, you come across whatever you come across and whatever you're meant to see and enjoy yourself. Thank you, Hilda. You too, Zach. Thank you. I usually take okay, if you walk out of the airport and you'll get it inside and outside, the taxi drivers are going to be like, you want to ride? You want to ride? Okay, the taxi from there generally is going to be double the price as if you cross the bridge. And I have a video about it if you go and look, like Google or search for airport, because I only have one video about this. A lot of people know the trick where you exit the airport and you go left because the Ubers can't come into the airport. But the taxi's right out front. If you want to just be super easy peasy, you don't want to think, and you have a lot of luggage, grab a taxi right out front. But it's going to be twice as much as if you go left out of the airport, left and over the overpass. You'll see tons of people going that way. And you go on the other side and there's taxis, and that's where you catch Ubers. If you care about price, the taxis are going to be half the price. They should be about $250 or something into El Centro. The other way you can do it is, anyway, those are the two kind of main ways you can get in. I trust Ubers and I trust the taxis. So, but just make sure you get a price if you go to get a taxi, ask them in advance. Don't let them charge you more than 300 pesos or whatever. I don't know what resort you're at, but don't let them gouge you. Try to Google it and see how much it should cost to your hotel, or call the hotel and see what they say, or the resort. Where are we? But I think that the Ubers are super safe in my experience, and it's nice using Uber if you have it. The only thing is you'll need data on your phone, or if you can get like free Wi-Fi from one of the restaurants on that side from the airport, if you cross over the overpass. And you'll know what I'm saying when you get there, or watch my video on this channel. Look at airport. Maybe I'll try to link it below. But because you need your phone to have data in order to track an Uber. You know what I mean? Like I've had trouble with that before, because if you can't, you need it. So just think about that. Yeah. Overall, it's safe, if that's what you're wondering about. There's also InDriver. I don't have that much experience with, but it can be even cheaper if you want a deal. Yeah, I would use Uber. My Uber app is broken. I don't know what the hell's wrong with it, but I usually use Uber all the time. You don't have to touch money. You don't have to tip them if you don't want to, but you can tip them later because they'll send you a note and you can choose to tip them if you had a good experience. And they know what they're doing because they're super, very popular here, and it's cheaper most of the time, like much cheaper than the taxis usually. Okay, where the frick was I? Thanks for all the questions, everybody. And if you like my channel, frickin' subscribe, please, and thumbs up. And thank you for being here. Thank you for all the comments. Thank you for all the positive feedback and constructive criticism and reporting and whatever. And I'm going to keep trying to get you some information, especially if you're trying to come here and decide whether or not to cancel your trip and stuff like that. And watch my last two videos, especially yesterday. It shows that life is sort of back in normal again. That just came out last night at like 5 o'clock or something. So if you want to see the state of Puerto Vallarta yesterday in the main zones, look at that last video. And thanks for being here. And I'm just winging it, so sorry if it's just boring the hell out of you. Costco's closed. So that's not an option. But Soriana, some of the other big stores are open, but I hear their shelves were freaking empty. But like I said, I was at the open air market yesterday and it was completely full of veggies and stuff. So I don't know. I'm guessing the box stores are going to get the food before our little corner stores here, unfortunately. So I'm guessing Soriana, La Comer, LACOMER. Those are some of the top stores, but Costco is out of commission right now. That's what I've heard, and I don't know anything. Unless you know anything, Neil, it's like it's out of commission right now, right? Like I said yesterday, everything looked groovy. I went out for dinner with friends last night at L'Angolo di Napoli, my favorite Italian restaurant. It was completely swamped with a lineup of people. I think everything's totally normal. And actually, I heard music pumping out at like in the middle of the morning. So I think everything's back to normal. I'm gonna go around and just look again like today, and maybe I should go out tonight and see if I can catch some nightlife stuff. Yeah, let me know when you're in. I'll run into you in the street. I saw like a few people that were followers yesterday. They were freaking out. They're like, "Oh my god!" Like, it's just me. Don't worry about it. Buenos dias from San Pancho. Okay, that's good. Oh yeah, I bet. The gas is. I've heard that it's hard to find gas, so I hope it gets there soon. Thanks for saying hi. Let's ask Neil. Costco opening this? No, Costco opened this morning. Thank you, Neil. See, I know freaking nothing. The last I read yesterday was out of commission. So there you have it. You can go get your wine and dog food. What else do I get there? Coffee, flowers. Costco is open. Spread the word. A lot of I know it's gross, the toilet paper thing. Many toilets want you to throw all of the toilet paper, including, you know what I mean, like no paper in the toilets. Many places you'll see there's a garbage can right beside the toilet, and they are expecting you to throw even the very dirty toilet paper in there and not flush it. Apparently, the Costco toilet paper, speaking of Costco, is actually designed to like break apart. I use that and I always flush it at my house. And I often forget to not flush it because we've been doing it our whole lives. So you just throw it in, you go, oh, fuck, I flushed it again. So I've never seen anything back up, but yeah, you're not a lot of the time. And there'll be signs in each bathroom like, please don't throw the paper in the garbage. And they mean all of the paper. It's gross, but just wash your hands afterwards and don't think about it too much. And that's the news from 2026. Oh, good. Neil saying the lines are, that's good. There were huge lineups to get food yesterday. So I wanted to make a vat of soup, but I have these beautiful friends. They bought me all this enormous bag of groceries yesterday. I like started bawling my eyes out. So I have like too much food now for one person. And they made me homemade dog food for my dogs. Even though I have tons of like from Costco, I buy dog food there. But yeah, yesterday I was like, oh my God. So that's good to know. If you need to go get food, the lineups are less long. Okay. I lived in Thank you. Yeah, I heard there was a couple burnt cars in Cozumel, which is strange. But I mean, as far as I know, Neil, you showed me that map, and there was stuff all over Mexico, all over the place. So yeah, I've been kind of just focused on Vallarta. Pamul. I've never even seen that word before. 7 cars in flight. Well, there are many cars here. 95% of flights going in and out now. And someone's going to Cancun. Have fun. Be safe. Yeah, I'll run into you in the streets. Humberto Portillo. And my name's Audra, if anyone cares. I usually say Adriana if I'm talking to a Mexican because they go, Audra? What? Oh, I need to come down there and help you get set up tech-wise. Can you? Yeah, come on down. I need some backup. I need help. Lately, I've needed like a publicist or someone to like, there's just so much content to like go through, and I'm one person, 2 dogs, and 300 cats. So I don't got a lot of help here. Thank you for subscribing. Yeah, just watch my videos and let things really, really like, and then come visit. Aw, thank you. I don't feel that beautiful right now. Thank y'all. Safe travels, Humberto Portillo. Yeah, I do need help. Like my friend bought me a pack so I could put mics on each person, and it's like from China or something. I can't tell what the hell it says. It's all in different languages, and the writing is like this big, and I'm like, I don't know how to make this work. Like, what do you do? You know, Zoolander, where they're like, it's in the computer. My friend and I always joke about that. It's like in the computer. So they start destroying the computer. That's how bad I am, basically. But thank you for the compliment. Brewster Brockman, turn her over. Yeah, exactly. He has the best name. And he's from Guadalajara. Oh shit, my battery's running out. Hold on a sec. It doesn't seem like we're done yet here, so I'm gonna plug it. I'm plugging in, folks. But I'm gonna sit on the floor now. Hold on. Give me my juice. Oh my God. Hold on a sec. Here we go. I'm sorry about the shades. It's just so bright. Okay. Yeah, Brewster, check him out. He's such an amazing artist. The minute my billions run in, I'm going to buy some of his work because it's seriously fantastic. I love his stuff. I just subscribed. Thank you. Holy shit, am I really behind? I am really behind. Sorry, guys. I should have put that delayed thing. I just used my hand. I had a gimbal, though, and it was like this fancy thing that my friend bought me, and it died like, I used it 3 times. It was just too bulky. Like, I'm like a low-maintenance, hands-free. I always have like a mini backpack on that fits a bottle of wine. Or like, I just don't want, I need my hands for climbing or walking and and shooting. I try to, wear jean shorts or whatever so I can stick my phone in my back pocket and I pull it out and I can shoot as soon as I see something that I need to shoot and when that looks interesting or if I need to talk to someone. But yeah, it's not freaking flattering. I know that. It's like, I see shots from back. I'm like, wow, I look pretty good. But like, I'm always like freaking everything. You just have to, it's hard the vanity part of it is not easy. Just saying, not that you were asking, but P Factor's in the house. No, but I had a selfie stick too. And that to me was annoying. It's too bulky. And like a lot of the time when you're shooting, you don't want to put it in, like try to be discreet, like I walked past an OXXO getting looted the other day. I'm like, oops, I put my phone down because I don't want to get freaking in trouble because, they're not supposed to be climbing in the broken window. Yeah. Look up my airport video if you want. Just try to search airport. Use the word airport because I only have one, I think, that might have airport in the word. It's like airport hack and go to Marlin Taco and get yourself a Marlin burrito. I always think it's a great way to arrive in Vallarta. Once you get off the plane, and especially if it's like mega hot compared to where you were, especially because the planes are also freaking freezing. And you're like, bam, you're in this heat, and you're like, holy shit. And you're like, it's all the chaos of Mexico, which is part of the fun and part of the experience. I mean, especially if you're brand new. And yeah, you climb over to the other side and there's restaurants. And we used to always go to Marlin Taco and you get an ice cold beer and a Marlin Taco, or split one with a friend because they're freaking enormous. And then you're like, you get into the groove of Mexico, which we love. See you soon, TLA 2001. Safe travels. I want it. Who the hell is asked about the jacuzzi? You are funny. I have a feeling I know you. But yeah, I've streamed from Langostinos, and actually I'm thinking I might do that today. I might go stream again and do another live down on the beach so you can see real time, real life, true footage, not fucking lies and garbage and fear bullshit. So unless something terrible happens, which it won't, hopefully, thank you God. But yeah, I might do another live there. And yeah, I used to do a couple from a hot tub, but I have a feeling you're not. Okay, what else? Safe travels, TLA. I do have retired expat friends. I mean, my friend Neil on my tour two videos ago, he's a retired expat. He lives here more than half of the year. Right, Neil? And so that's something you'd like me to interview or talk to people about what it's like? You got it. Thanks for the idea. Here we go. There's brand new hospitals here. There's older hospitals. There's many, many hospitals. I just use Medisys with my friend's dad, and it's an excellent hospital. They have young doctors. They have perfect English. You know, like, and it just runs like that. It didn't even seem that expensive, but of course, get freaking travel insurance if you're coming here. But there's many, many options. And then there's also like doc-in-a-boxes, which are these little doctor kiosk, like a little doctor's office beside many of the pharmacies. It's like 50 to 100 pesos, under 100. It's usually like 50 pesos to visit a bona fide doctor. He'll give you a prescription. He'll check you out. Like if you need an injection, you pay like 50 pesos. He'll give you a prescription. You go around the corner, buy your drugs, come back, and they'll stick a needle in your ass if you need like emergency antibiotics or whatever, or pills or whatever. So yeah, there's many, many options. That's like almost like a whole video. Not that I'm an expert on it, but there are real brand new facilities here. Like I got an ultrasound once and it was an absolute brand new. Geez, this is not a good angle for me. Hospital with brand new equipment, and you know, it's not like you're in a room full of chickens and goats or anything. I don't know if that's what you're worried about, but it's pretty high tech here. We have everything. But there's also kind of rustic stuff. There's both. And there's places that have English speaking doctors, and they'll actually have signs up that say English speaking doctor. Okay. Yeah, the church is right behind me. Right there. You can see through the... Okay, I'm getting hot now. I have been to Hawaii a couple times. My sister used to live on the Big Island, actually, back in the day. Well, Hawaii is America. So Hawaii is a magical, beautiful place. It has a magical quality to it, especially you step off the plane, it smells like plumeria, which we have some plumeria trees here that are freaking beautiful, but it's a totally different world. But oh my God, these questions, I'm taking too long answering them, but it's another world. But I love what I saw of Hawaii. It's so beautiful there. And it has its own like local culture and community and stuff like that. I mean, you're in the middle of the ocean on islands, so that you hear crazy shit goes on there too. So just saying, if you live there, there's locally stuff that happens there as well. So shit tickets. Isn't that nice? I was trying not to say the word shit, but there you go. It's been said. Hello from California. I don't know. Let's ask Neil. Is the Walmart open, Neil? I don't see why not. There's two here as well. We'll find out. I'm sure it is. Some next week on the 5th or cancel. Just come. I would say come here. Look at my last video, and I'm going to go out again and put a new one out today, and you'll see it's almost like nothing ever happened. I'm not trying to be a jerk because stuff did happen, but it was like everything was back in business. I would say do it. And I keep talking to people and they're like, no, we don't even want to go. Or people like my friends, they were supposed to fly back on the day after the crazy shit happened, I think on Monday. And they like, we want to stay for a week and a half more. And they were trying to, the porter, their airline was like, oh, we got a flight for you tomorrow. And they're like, we can't. Yeah. So just come. That's what I would say. But trust your gut. Okay. Trust your gut. That's what I would do. Just come and look at my last video. I shot it yesterday. It came out last night, and you'll see that's what yesterday looked like. There's children on the beach. It's packed full of people. The Mercado's packed. There's people walking everywhere. Almost everything's back up and running. So you make the call, though. It's up to you. I don't want to get in trouble here. Okay, where were we? Thank you, Bernie. I've been told I look like Ellie McGraw since I was 21, a couple years ago. Yeah, I know. I really used to look like her back when I was 21, especially because that's when she was super like popular, right? Regional cuisine. Are you joking? Mexican, seafood, mostly. But there's tons of Italian restaurants here too. It's really funny. There's everything. Hey, que pedo? You're funny. Playa del Carmen, Tulum. That's cool. I'll look it up. I've been to Tulum and a little bit south, but so I guess I passed by. Okay, what else? Cold here. Yeah, I'm Adriana. Isn't it a pretty name, right? I have been trying to figure out what. Yeah, okay. Yeah, and if you'd like to subscribe, I'm going to keep working my ass off to get you the real news now. Like, just show you what it's really like. Thanks for being here. Thanks for thumbs up. And thanks for your comments. We try to keep it positive and constructive and spread the love and not the fear. I'm going to keep doing this. So if you guys like what I'm doing, it helps if you subscribe, apparently. I've been trying to build this channel for 3 years now, and it's mostly a little like fun adventure travel show in real life. What does it actually look like? What's it like to move here? Blah, blah, blah. But right now we're talking real stuff, right? But yeah, thanks for everything, everybody. And what else? We'll be in PV March 21 to 4. I'm here. I live here full time. Let's run into each other. Fresh milk? Like fresh milk? I have no idea. If I would go looking in the open air market that's in my video that I put out yesterday, they might actually have fresh milk. I don't know. I take both US and Mexican or pesos. ATMs either in PV or on the way to PV for minimal fees. There's a huge cluster of ATMs right when you come out of the airport. You'll come out of these glass sliding doors and look to your right, and there's like you could kind of miss them because everything funnels to the left. It's a cluster of ATMs. I have no idea what the fees are. I mean, I think it makes sense. Look into it, do your research, but bring a little bit of pesos from home. Like go to a currency exchange and bring yourself some pesos so you already have some, if it's not a total ripoff. And of course, a lot of places take American dollars. So I would bring a bit of both if you can. Otherwise, if you want to just have some pesos in hand and you, because you're going to catch a taxi or something, I would just bite the bullet and get out get out a few bucks from the ATMs in the airport. I usually say don't freaking touch them because I think the fees are high. But if you just want to feel safe and have some and you didn't bring any, you could get them there. Or otherwise, right in El Centro lately, I've been using, and the fees are low. Where the hell? Oh, there's the bank at the Gazebo Park in the heart, right behind me here. But right in front of the Church of Guadalupe, there's a Banamex. Right, Neil? Is it Banamex or Banorte? And it's only, for me at least, but I have a Mexican. No, I'm using my Canadian bank. I'm all over the place. Super cheap. It's like just over $1 fee or something like that. So it's like 30 pesos. So I recommend that one. It's different for me. But yeah, there's Pancho's Tacos, that really popular taco joint. There's like a little one, like on the street one, which normally you'd be like, don't use it. But the fee there is super cheap, in my experience. Neil, do you have a preferred ATM to use if you're watching still? He's my backup. He's my Batman. I drink a lot of Coronas, even though it's garbage beer. But if it's ice cold with lime, it's refreshing and it's low in alcohol. It's usually like Pacifico or Coronas, but I drink Coronas. Yeah. It's gross, I know. Great to see your channel growing. Thank you, everybody, for being here today. Did I see any Canadians? Oh, yeah, I did. I walked past that OXXO. I actually thought it was open. When I was walking with Neil, so 2 videos ago, when I did my first walkabout to see how bad everything was, we saw Canadians. I don't know. Can we prove they were Canadians? But I know there was a picture of a guy carrying a bag that had Canada on it. But we did see people going into. We thought it was a lineup, and I was like, I'm going to grab some stuff. And then it turned out it looked like a bunch of whiteys, güeros. So I was like about to go in, and then people were out on the street. This woman was trying to pawn off her. She had looted a box of Hulls, like the cough drops, and was like, "Do you want one?" I was like, "Yeah, no, thanks." And I just kept going because I'm like, I don't. If I was desperate, maybe I would have taken something, but I'm not. So I don't know what the fuck they were doing, but it's kind of embarrassing, to be honest. But they can do what they want. It's their lives. That was only one store, so I don't know the story. I saw kids going into another one, like local kids, but I mean, some people are really freaking desperate. So if you have a hole in a store and you have no money or food, why wouldn't you go in and take something? I would if I was starving to death. The companies, they basically a million of them around. So anyway, where are we at? An hour. Okay. I am going to sign off fairly soon, and I'm going to go on another walkabout. I don't know, maybe Neil will join me again. He helps my views go up because he's so handsome, right? Or maybe, anyway. Thank you, everyone. And more to come, Anthony. There are cheap hostels. They're near here. Look up the hostel on Juarez. There's a few. I don't know much about them, but I'm guessing they're cheap. You got to Google it. I'm sure it's pretty cheap. Yeah, there's one right behind me down at the bottom on the street's called Juarez, Juarez, and it's a popular hostel, and it's for young backpackers and stuff, or I guess any age. Thank you, everybody. I'm trying to get through this. Catherine Keenan. Yeah, she's awesome. Oh my God. Everything's a mess. Just come. Wait, oh shit. Come and eat our tacos. You can get, I go to this taco truck. It's like 2 tacos and a cup of consomme. Fully loaded tacos with like meat and beans and cilantro. It's like 50 pesos. And you're like done for the night. Aw, thanks, Soul Star. Hi, Ronnie. Ronnie's like one of my best friends. Yeah, I'm gonna show off even more stuff today. I do tours. Most of them are to Quimixto, Quimixto, Quimixto. It's about an hour travel south. Not, it doesn't feel like an hour, but yeah, I go. Most people, yeah, mostly Yalapa, Quimixto, not like so close in the area. I'm not like going far. You don't have a bank anymore? Banorte, someone says. Go to Banorte. Look it up. Use Wise card because it converts you. Yeah, a lot of people use Wise, the app Wise. It'll convert all your money. I know very little, but I have a friend that uses it all the time, and he swears by it. Santander's getting a nod. You're welcome. I have no idea what about that, Ray Kelly. I'm going to keep going. Hello from Wisconsin. Thank you so much for the. Okay, we got through all these. Love your anklet. What, vissled? Thank you. Me too. There was this cute little vendor. I was with my friends on the beach, and she had a stick, like a piece of driftwood, with these little anklets. And I'm like, "Give me one of those. They're 50 pesos." Like, and we all have one now. So that's that. Okay, I'm gonna sign off soon, dudes. Seriously, my head's gonna explode. And I'm not supposed to call one guy dude, so sorry about that. I'm gonna go out there. If you haven't subscribed and you like what I do, it really helps me apparently in the algorithm and stuff like that. I really appreciate you all coming here and all the questions, all the awesome support, and I like us all getting together. I'm going to continue to go out there and check out the scene if you're interested, if you plan on coming, if you live here, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to try to get you the real deal because that's all I got. Okay? So, yeah, thanks for everything. Thanks for all the thumbs up. That's amazing. Check out my last videos, and if you're bored and you're planning on coming or you want to see what Vallarta looks like, my videos, I've been doing it for 3 years, so look through them. There's many, many, many videos on all sorts of different stuff. If you want to get a feel for what it really looks like here in Vallarta, that's sort of my specialty. It's not like drones with macrame and perfect bodies and all this stuff. It's real. Holes in the sidewalk, garbage on the, on the corner, beautiful sunsets, beach, dogs, everything. I do it all, But yeah, I might also take my computer down and do a live later down on the beach. So if you want to come back, check in later. I might be down there so you can actually see firsthand live that life has moved on here as far as I know, because it was fine yesterday. I mean, we're rebuilding. So, and also just a shout out to my friends Aiden, Stefan from Living Simply in Mexico. I am blessed. They let me live in their house. I'm living in one of their houses, and I'd be screwed without them. And they put out a really good video as well. They're in my last video. I'm in their last video. We ran into each other on the beach yesterday, so check them out. I'll try to put the link below after I say goodbye and put some information in my email and shit like that if you want to get in touch with me. I need a nap. I need a freaking nap. But yeah, that's the deal. I'll try to get some more information and footage and stuff to you later today. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for everything. Have a beautiful day. I hope you're all staying cozy wherever the heck you are. And thanks for subscribing. Do you recommend PV? Yes, this place is full of seniors, retiring seniors. PV is full of like even more, I would say, Canadians than Americans. I mean, you gotta understand, this is the reason why it's so special. Is it's real. It's like it's not it's real life here. So if you are a senior and you have mobility issues, you got to take that into account because the sidewalks are uneven. It's not like a perfect landscape. It's not West Vancouver where I'm from, where I was, like you have to be willing to adapt to the raw, real life nature of the place. But at the same time, you get the beauty, the energy, the love, the cheap prices, the frickin' ocean behind me, So it's a payoff, but you just have to be willing. Don't come here and expect it to be Canada, because you hear people complaining about stuff and you're like, dude, like, why are you here then? Because you get the payoff, it's worth it. I mean, just even if you have arthritis, like it's the weather alone is better for you. Like I whenever I go back to Canada, my hip starts hurting again. I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot I even had that injury, but here it doesn't exist. Okay, I'm rambling. Thanks everybody. Thank you for all the love. Oh my God, look at those hearts. Viva! Viva Mexico! Thanks for sharing up. Thanks for loving me and my content, and for the subscribes and all the likes. I'll be back later. Keep it coming, and sending you lots of love from spectacular Puerto Vallarta. I'll talk to you later, dudes. Bye, everybody. Bye. Adios.